They wait where the dead are buried and hunger for the living. Tonight, we journey into the shadowy world of one of folklore's most terrifying creatures, the ghoul. From the sun-scorched deserts of ancient Arabia to the fog-shrouded cemeteries of Europe, tales of ghouls have haunted humanity for centuries. These are not your typical ghosts or spirits. Ghouls are something far more primal, far more physical. They are the graveyard eaters, the desecrators of final resting places. Imagine a desolate landscape, a graveyard silent under a sliver of a moon. The air is still, the only sound the rustle of dry leaves. But then you hear it, a scraping sound, the grating of stone on stone. A tomb is being opened, but not from the inside. This is the work of a ghoul. The earliest accounts of ghouls come from pre-Islamic Arabian folklore, described in texts like 1001 Nights. In these stories, the ghoul or bull asterisk, was a monstrous desert demon, a type of jinn that haunted burial grounds in desolate places. They were masters of disguise, often taking the form of a hyena, or more chillingly, a beautiful woman, to lure unsuspecting travelers away from their caravans. Once the victim was alone, the ghoul would reveal its true monstrous form, attack, and devour them. The message was clear: stay with your group, stay in the light, because the desert's emptiness holds teeth. As these tales journeyed westward, the ghoul evolved. It shed its demonic origins and became something even more unsettling, a creature that was once human. In many European traditions, a ghoul is created when a person who lived a life of wickedness or dabbled in forbidden arts is buried. Their corruption is so profound that it follows them beyond the grave, twisting their physical form into a monstrous parody of what they once were. They rise from their own graves, driven by an insatiable hunger for the flesh of the recently deceased. They are said to have pale, clammy skin, long, sharp claws perfect for digging through soil, and splintering coffins, and eyes that glow with a faint, malevolent light in the darkness. This transformation from human to monster adds a layer of tragedy to their horror. Were they cursed? Did they make a terrible choice? Some legends suggest that the first ghoul was a human who, driven by starvation or madness, committed the ultimate taboo, consuming human flesh. This act damned them, trapping them between life and death, forever craving what they once abhorred. This idea paints the ghoul not just as a monster, but as a cautionary tale about the darkness that can reside within the human heart. The ghoul's habitat is intrinsically linked to death. Cemeteries, battlefields, ancient tombs, anywhere the dead are laid to rest is their potential hunting ground. They are guardians of a grim kingdom, and their primary role in many stories is to keep the living out. Old warnings passed down in villages cautioned against taking shortcuts through graveyards at night. Travelers would speak of shadowy figures flitting between tombstones, of graves that seemed disturbed for no reason. These weren't just superstitions. They were practical warnings. To stumble into a ghoul's territory was to risk becoming their next meal. Unlike a ghost that might only frighten you, a ghoul poses a very real physical threat. But their diet isn't always restricted to the dead. A particularly hungry or bold ghoul might venture beyond the cemetery gates. Legends tell of them preying on lost children, solitary travelers, or those who foolishly decided to sleep in a haunted ruin. Their ability to shapeshift, a remnant of their ancient origins, makes them especially dangerous. The friendly stranger who offers you directions, the lone figure beckoning you from a darkened alleyway. In the world of folklore, they could be a ghoul in disguise, luring you to your doom. They are patient predators, known to watch and wait for the perfect opportunity to strike. Even today, in our modern world, the ghoul's shadow lingers. The archetype has been a cornerstone of horror literature and film, from H.P. Lovecraft's Pickman's Model, which depicted them as a degenerate, subterranean species, to their countless appearances in video games and movies. They represent a fundamental fear, the desecration of the dead, and the idea that death is not the end, but the beginning of a new, horrifying existence. They remind us of the fragility of the line between the civilized and the savage. So the next time you pass an old cemetery as twilight falls, and you see a shadow move in the corner of your eye, you might want to pick up your pace. It could just be a trick of the light, but it could also be something older, something hungrier, patiently waiting in the place where the dead are buried. Thank you for joining me on this dive into the dark. If you enjoy exploring the monsters that lurk in the shadows of our imagination, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until next time, stay curious.